Hi guys, this is Paige. I wanted to make this video about tribulation and how we're all going to go through a lot of tribulation when we come to God. And it's kind of like about somewhat of what I'm going through lately. I've been going through a really hard time lately in terms of tribulations and in general. There's a lot of things I don't share online that happen in my life that's very hard. And at times, it feels like I'm living in the book of Job, and I'm Job. You know what I'm saying? And I think it's the same for all God's people. You kind of feel like you're Job, and you're living in the book of Job. And there's times where it's so hard because of the tribulation and the attacks and everything that it's like, I'm like, I don't want to continue doing this anymore. And I just keep going and keep doing it. And the way I'm able to keep doing it and keep being with God is because of love, basically. Because I love God and I trust Him, you know. And that's how I'm able to endure all of it, because of love. We all know what happened with Job, right? The most righteous man in the world. And God showed him off to Satan. And Satan said, oh, you know, this man is going to curse you if I do this or that. And God lets him. And Job doesn't curse God. And then God rewards him with twice what he had before, right? And Job had to go through a lot of tribulation. Now, of course, when I say I feel like I'm in the book of Job, I'm not saying it's as extreme as that, because we know with Job, it was so intense and extreme, certain things he had to go through. And certain things I've been through in my walk with God have been very extreme too, I have to say. And of course, it's not always on that level. But I just mean in terms of you go through a lot of tribulations. At times, there's a lot of extreme stuff going on. And then there's people there condemning you, accusing you, having unjust treatment. Last year, I was very ill for many months. And it was really hard. And this year, in the beginning of the year, I passed out. And thank God I passed out on the carpet. The other day, someone was yelling at me, and later on in the day, I had this migraine. I couldn't see out of my right eye for a while. The situations I have to go through in my living situation are very, very difficult for me and bring me a lot of suffering and tribulation. And I know that if I did not come to God and I was never born again, that there's certain things I wouldn't go through that I go through now. I know that. And I think about that at times, and plus all the illnesses I had on me that God used to refine me, which He did do, which was very much like the book of Job. And things people have done to me and memories I have, bad memories I have, and I've been waiting a very long time to meet my husband, and I still haven't met him, and he's not here. And no man's ever loved me before, romantically, really loved me. And that's upsetting. And I could go into further things that I go through, but there's certain things I can't say, online, and I don't want to share. But there's things I know that I go through because I'm of God. And then people are like, yeah, Paige isn't of God. She teaches false doctrine. It's like, excuse me, I am living in the book of Job. I'm living in it. Telling me this. When I came to God, my entire life changed. And the things that started happening to me were things I had never experienced before, because it's spiritual tribulations God allows on you. It's like the book of Job, similar, right? And God's using it for his glory. And I think about it and I'm like, well, if I could have had the most perfect life ever and had everything I wanted in life, but I couldn't have God. Or if I could have the life I have now, where I have to go through all those tribulations, where I suffer, where I feel lonely at times, where people have hurt me so badly and all these things have happened, but I get to have God, what would I have chosen? Well, I would choose having God. I would still choose having God, because he's that precious and valuable, and I have to be with him. When the tribulations are so bad and times are so bad, you have to just keep going no matter what you're feeling, because you love God and there's no other choice, really. How I get through it is just because I love God and I trust him. And even if I never get the things I wish I could have in this life, and I don't get those things, I still get to have God and go to heaven, and he gives me true love, real love. It's real, true love from him. It's that valuable, to go through all these things and to have that and then get to go to heaven. And I think at times I don't share certain of the things I go through because I don't want people to think I'm not grateful or something, when I am very grateful and I know I'm very blessed by God. But at this level where I'm at in Christ and my calling and how I've done my calling, the devil's going to attack me. It's going to be hard. I'm going to have a lot of tribulation. It's not going to be easy. I suffer for Christ a lot, and I've already suffered for him a lot, and I will continue to do so. And I'm going to just keep going. And you have to do that too, and trust God, because we love him. I think when you come to God and you're just so happy because you can hear from him, it's so amazing because God's real and you can hear from him. But then the tribulations start happening and the persecutions. Honestly, I was crying today because of something someone had said to me and how hard it's been. I have to go through a lot, and I have some friends there too that help me and stuff. But the way people have treated me and the way people continue to treat me, the disrespect, the unfair treatment, the tribulation. It's just at times it gets so overpowering and hard that I'm like, oh, don't want to anymore. Like, but you can't listen to that. You have to keep doing it. You have to just keep going for Christ. And you have to know you're going to be rewarded for everything you go through in life. And this life, what it really is just a test anyway. And our lives are meant to glorify God. So I just wanted to share that with you guys. When times get really, really hard, you have to just keep trusting God and keep hanging in there. And I want people to know that I go through a lot too. I'm going through it with you. You're not alone in it. I'm suffering too, you know. It even says that in the Bible, like, you know, the things that our brothers go through, we go through them too. It's just you don't know because you may not talk to those people or feel it, see them go through it, but they do too. If you're of God, you're going to suffer for Christ. You have to follow God. You have to carry your cross. So just keep going in the hard times and love God and know it's all worth it. And one day we're going to be in heaven. And it's going to be awesome. All right. Love you guys. Bye.